Hello everyone, myself Pankaj Shah and I am delivering you the lecture series of the subject Basic Electrical Engineering. In previous videos, you have seen this chapter AC circuits. In previous video, we have analyzed one series AC circuit and it was resistor and inductor was connected in series. In today's video, we are going to study about what if one resistor and capacitor is connected in series and the applied source is the AC source. That's why we can say that this is nothing but the analysis of series RC AC circuit. So now let's start. First, we have to consider a series RC circuit. So to consider a series RC circuit, what we have to do is we have to take one resistor, you can see in this figure, and one capacitor which is connected in series with it. So that means this is nothing but a capacitor only. But in the video of pure capacitive circuit, we have neglected the resistance of that pure capacitive circuit. But here we have considered the resistance of that capacitive circuit. So that means it will be in series with that capacitor. So here R is the resistance of that capacitor and C is the capacitance of this capacitor. Now we are applying some source of energy to this circuit. So if we apply the source of energy as a voltage source, so this Vt is equals to Vm sin omega t is the reference quantity, reference voltage applied to this series circuit. Now due to this applied voltage Vt, some current It will start flowing through it. So that means in analysis of this series RC circuit, the current flowing through both the element will be same. Equation of voltage is nothing but the Vt is equals to Vm sin omega t. But we need to find the equation of the current, that is It, and the phase angle between the voltage and current. So to find the equation of the current It, we must need to draw the phasor diagram of this series RC circuit. So now let's draw the phasor diagram. First we need to draw the phasor diagram for individual component. So in case of resistor, the voltage across that resistor is VR, because in series circuit the applied voltage will be distributed into both the components. So the applied voltage VR across the resistor and the current flowing through that resistor is I. So in case of resistor, there is no phase angle between voltage and current. So if we take current as a reference, then the applied voltage VR across the resistor will be in the same phase as the current. So the current and voltage will be in the same phase in case of resistor. Now let's see the phasor diagram for the capacitor. So in case of capacitor, if we are taking current as a reference, so we have seen that in pure capacitor, current was leading from the voltage by 90 degree. So if we are taking current only as a reference, so we can say that voltage will be lagging behind this current by 90 degree. So in both the cases, we have taken current as a reference. In case of resistor, voltage will be in the same phase as the current, and in case of capacitor, voltage will lag behind this current by exactly 90 degree. Now, we want to draw the phasor diagram of this series RC circuit. So we have to combine these two phasor diagrams. So if we want to combine these two phasor diagrams, then what we have to do is we have to first draw the reference current. So on that reference current, we need to draw a voltage reference, and voltage reference is nothing but the voltage across resistor and voltage across capacitor. So on the same line, it will be VR, voltage across resistor. So from that current line, we will draw the voltage across capacitor. So it will be 90 degree downwards, because current is leading and voltage is lagging by 90 degree in case of capacitor. So we have now two voltages made. So by parallelogram method, you can add these two vectors, and the diagonal of this parallelogram will define your resultant voltage. So this resultant voltage is having magnitude V, that is nothing but the applied voltage V. So this applied voltage V is having some angle with the current. We have taken current as a reference and we obtained the voltage. So you can see that there is the angle phi between this voltage and current. So you can see in this figure there is an angle phi, and this angle phi is between voltage and current is leading and voltage is lagging by phi degree. So we can say that in pure capacitive circuit also current leads, but here current does not lead by the 90 degree, but current leads by the some angle less than 90 degree, and that angle is nothing but the phi degree. So how we can write the equation of the current? So let's first write the equation of the voltage as V is equals to Vm sin omega t, because we have taken the voltage quantity as a reference. So now let's write down the equation of the current. So the equation of current will be written as I is equals to Im sin omega t plus phi. Here we are writing plus phi. Why we are writing plus phi? Because you can see this phasor diagram. Current is leading from the voltage by phi degree, where Im is the maximum current flowing through the series RC circuit, and Im is nothing but the Vm by Z, where Vm is the maximum value of the voltage and Z is the impedance of this circuit. So this is the equation obtained of the voltage and current. Now let's see the waveform of this series RC circuit. So again, to draw the waveform, we are drawing on x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis there is some angle theta, and on y-axis there will be the quantities V and I, that is Vt and It, instantaneous values of the voltage and current. First we will draw the waveform of the voltage, because voltage is taken as a reference. Vt is equals to Vm sin omega t. So the voltage waveform will be starting at 0 degree and completes its one full cycle at 2 pi. So you can see here 0 to 2 pi is the waveform of the voltage. Now let's draw the waveform of the current. In case of RL circuit, we have drawn the waveform of current will be starting after 0 degree, but here it is leading, so we will start the waveform of current before 0 degree by phi angle. So you can see that it is lagging, and that's why we have started the current quantity just before the voltage quantity by phi degree. So that means current quantity will complete its full cycle just before 2 pi degree. So this is the waveform of the voltage and current in case of series RC circuit. Now let's see the equation of the power. So instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is nothing but the power consumed by series RC circuit at any instant. So to find the instantaneous power, we are taking the instantaneous power P is equals to instantaneous voltage V into instantaneous current I. So let's put the values of the instantaneous voltage and instantaneous current. So the value of instantaneous voltage will be Vm sin omega t, and the value of the instantaneous current will be Im sin omega t plus phi. So Vm Im will be taken out and we will multiply this equation by 2. So it will be 2 sin omega t into sin omega t plus phi divided by 2, and Vm Im will be taken outside this bracket. So finally we got the equation as Vm Im by 2 in bracket it will be 2 sin omega t into sin omega t plus phi. So there is a mathematical formula for this 2ss, and the formula is nothing but C minus C. In the first C that will be cos term, but the angle should be subtracted, and minus cos in the second cosine term the angle should be added. So it will be Vm Im by 2, and in bracket it will be cos omega t minus omega t plus phi. In bracket it will be omega t minus, in bracket it will be omega t plus phi. So omega t will be cancelled out and there will be negative phi. But cos of negative phi will be cos phi, because cos is the even function. Now minus cos, we have to add this to equation. So it will be omega t plus phi. So it will be 2 omega t plus phi. So this equation is nothing but the equation of our instantaneous power. Now let's find the equation of the average power consumed by this series RC circuit in one complete cycle. So to find the average power, we have to consider the same equation here, and the same equation we have taken as in integration it will be 0 to 2 pi P instantaneous into d theta or d omega t divided by 2. So basically the equation will be in integration 0 to 2 pi, in bracket it will be cos phi minus cos 2 omega t plus phi, and with respect to d omega t we have to integrate divided by 2. but this 2 is taken outside, so it will be Vm Im by 4. And in integration now it will be cos phi with respect to d omega t and minus cos 2 omega t plus phi with respect to d omega t. So now let's integrate. So Vm Im by 4 pi is outside this bracket and inside it will be integration of 0 to 2 pi cos phi with respect to d omega t. But we know that cos phi is constant, so the integration of 1 with respect to omega t, it will be omega t and the limit is 0 to 2 pi. Minus integration of cos is sine, so it will be sine 2 omega t plus phi divided by 2 and again the limit will be same 0 to 2 pi. We have to put the limit 2 pi and phi 1 by 1. So Vm Im by 4 pi is given to both the terms. So in the first term it will be Vm Im by 4 pi and in bracket it will be cos pi is constant and instead of omega t first you have to put the limit 2 pi minus you have to put the limit 0. So it will be 2 pi minus 0. So the first term is Vm Im by 4 pi cos phi into 2 pi. Minus in the next term it will be Vm Im by 4 pi into 1 by 2, so it will be Vm Im by 8 pi. In bracket there will be sine 2 omega t plus phi. Instead of omega t we have to put the 2 pi. So it will be sine 4 pi plus phi and minus sine phi only, because instead of omega t we are putting 0 in the next term. Now first bracket will be as it is, that is Vm Im by 2 into cos pi, because 4 pi and 2 pi has been cancelled out. So Vm Im by 2 into cos pi minus Vm Im by 8 pi, in bracket it will be sine 4 pi plus phi, and we know that sine 4 pi plus phi is nothing but the sine phi, and in next bracket it will be minus sine phi. So this sine phi and sine phi will be cancelled out, so term will be 0. So we have only average power as Vm Im by 2 into cos phi. So let's convert this Vm Im by 2 into cos phi in RMS form. So instead of 2 we will use root 2 into root 2. So it will be Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos phi. So this Vm by root 2 is nothing but the Vrms and this Im by root 2 is nothing but the Irms. So we obtain the equation of the average power consumed by this RC circuit in one complete cycle as Vi cos pi. This is the same equation that we have derived in series RL circuit. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned.